I met someone else with type 3 von Willebrand's for the first time 2 years ago, and this was through my local Haemophilia Foundation. That was a very exciting experience, and since then I guess it inspired me to reach out and meet other people, and I've really found that support has helped enormously.
I think it's great to meet other people with bleeding disorders. They all have different experiences and you'll come across the same experiences too, and I think that's just a way for us to be able to mould together and help each other out.
My message to other women who carry the haemophilia gene is look after yourself. We can become so focused on the day-to-day of what we need to do to get through each day that we lose sight of ourselves, like we lose perspective on looking after ourselves. Because I know especially in the early years with our son, at night you'd want to stay strong all during the day with the things that you were going through, and at night was when you'd probably have your little bit of a tear up. And don't think that you're alone. There's lots of things out there, people, support, there's lots of things out there to help you through the journey.
There's a great community of other women that support each other and can provide an insight on how to deal with certain things to help you through that.
Be part of our group, come and talk to us. Let's all be connecting and work with it together, and because there's a lot of young kids going through it and we want to help them to have the best life they could ever have.
We're lucky that we're now so connected globally through social media. There are a huge amount of communities online where you can meet other women that also have von Willebrand's disease, and if you're not sure where to start, reach out to your local foundation and they might be able to put you in touch with those kinds of support groups.
Hanging out with other mothers connected through the Haemophilia Foundation has actually been really good for me, because being able to talk to them and see how they cope with their children, it's been really, really awesome.
I feel that the family camps are really important because you build up connections. So the parents will build connections, the kids will build connections. There's a whole group of different ages, and so the older kids will talk to the younger kids and sort of give them some wisdom and what they should and shouldn't do.
And I think it's been very good for my daughter to hang out with the younger kids, and because they go through different things of what the parents actually go through.
I think it's just good to have people your age where you're going through similar things, and you can also become friends and things like that.
And yeah, we just like hang out and follow each other on Facebook and just chat and keep up with each other, yeah.
In that way, our son was at the camps and he could go off and do things, and then I could talk to other mums about the journey and my journey, and I found that great because some of the mums were at different stages. They had teenage boys, our son was very young at the time, so they gave me a bit of a perspective on what potentially might happen when he was a teenager.
We enjoy meeting up with other young bleeders and of different ages, because we all come bring our different experiences and we can share them, and we just all discuss how to help the community and just sort of support everybody else. It's
the young and the old getting together as well and enjoying life and not going through the traumas that we have in the past.
And also at the camps there's the women's group time, so you can actually talk and just have fun and just find yourself a bit better and relax and talk and find out that everyone else is going through or has been through the same thing.
I meet other women with bleeding disorders face-to-face through my local foundation's women's meetups, or through coming to the Australian conferences and meeting people from all over the country.
And the ladies' days out that the foundations do, they're great. It's time just for you to have a bit of a pamper and to actually talk about the issues that you're finding and find some resolutions or some answers that other people have worked through.
If you meet someone face-to-face with von Willebrand's disease, you can expect that you'll be able to speak openly about your experiences with someone who definitely understands what you're going through, someone who might be able to provide examples of how they dealt with those situations to take you forward and deal with these things better in future, and to just have a really great social experience with someone else who understands what you go through every day.
I often get asked the question, would you have wished not to have haemophilia? And I always say no in our family, because we've met a lot of lovely people. An example of that is one of the families came to my daughter's Deb because we're so close. So we've met a whole range of lovely, lovely people.